Welcome once again. It's time for Shelf Life Book Reviews Online. Thank you as always for taking the time to watch my videos, which hopefully you do find informative, and the book I'm reviewing is one you will very seriously consider. It is John Stamos, If You Would Have Told Me, a memoir. He's written this book with Daphne Young, and it is published by Henry Holt and Company, and it retails for $39.99. This is a very familiar face, John Stamos. If you've watched television in the 80s, he started with General Hospital. That was his first real acting performance, and he was only supposed to be on for a very short time as the sort of thug Blackie Parrish, and he was supposed to be killed off after a few episodes, but his character was so popular that they kept him around for quite some time. And Gloria Monty, the creator and producer of the show, she liked him, and he liked her too, and she gave him a few pointers about acting and what he should do, and as they say, he went on to bigger and better things because Gary Marshall liked his performances, and he hired him for the role of Uncle Jesse on Full House. He was on that show from 1987 to 1995. And we all know Full House with the Olsen twins, Candace Cameron Bure, Bob Saget, Dave Coulier. It was a very popular series on ABC. And he is best known for that role, and he's still called when people see him in public, "Hey, Uncle Jesse, how you doing?" Now, John Stamos has had a very interesting life besides acting. He was married to former model and actress Rebecca Ramajan. And unfortunately, it didn't last like he had intended. I guess maybe he took her for granted or whatever happened, but they grew apart eventually, so they did divorce, unfortunately. And in the book, though, he talks about his love of music because he has been associated with the Beach Boys for over 20 years, and he has toured with them, and he has even been their drummer. So music is in his blood as much as acting is in his blood, and he still does music with the Beach Boys, so it's not like he doesn't have a lot to do. So he was also on ER for a few years, and but he has had, over time, he's had problems with drugs and drinking, and he sort of hit rock bottom, and he had a DUI. And that sort of was like the wake-up call to his body and his life, that he couldn't take things for granted. It's great to be a star, but you also have a responsibility as a star, not to drink yourself into oblivion, which he did on occasion. So, but he is married now to a woman named Caitlin, and he talks about the interesting way that he proposed was at Disney World, and it was in the theater, so it was a very, very interesting proposal, and she accepted. Now, originally his wife Caitlin had trouble conceiving, and so she had the test done, and she found out she was fine. So John Stamos decided to go to a clinic to have his sperm tested. And he talks about the interesting experience there. He had all this choice of, materials to stimulate him. And on one of the TV that he flipped by Netflix, and he saw an ad for Full House all those years later. And he said he didn't want to get turned on by that. But it is a very amusing chapter. And he also talks in depth about the death of his great friend Bob Saget, who was on Full House with him. They were very, great friends with his wife Caitlin, and it's a very sad chapter that Bob Saget suddenly died there in his hotel room. They found him dead, and he writes with great compassion for the man and respect for Bob Saget as well. So this is a very well-rounded book. It's very honest. It's from the heart. He doesn't mind talking about his mistakes in life, especially the drugs that he took, the women he took for granted, But life right now is very, very good. So if you're looking for a very honest book and you grew up with John Stamos, either on General Hospital, Full House, or ER, or heard him associated with the Beach Boys and in concert playing the drums, this is definitely the book for you because it's well written and one that you will fully enjoy. So if you do purchase the book, let me know if you do agree with my review. So thank you for watching. I will be back very soon with another great book. So until we meet again, stay safe, stay sane, stay in touch, and I will see you at the bookstore. Bye for now.